Apparently, VHS are in demand again. I guess it's coming back around. So is younger kids are getting back into cassettes.
Fears of War Gaming Podcast.
I think younger kids been getting back into cassettes for a little while now. Vinyl's always made a comeback, and it's going strong right now too.
Yeah, it is.
Like, if you go like around in like smaller towns and everything, like where you live, Sir Bigness, like there's some cool places out there to be found where you can find old school vinyls. I'll tell you what some of the hardest vinyls are to find right now are like 90s alternative or 90s grunge. Because
Yeah, because vinyl was really starting to phase out at that time.
pretty
It
much,
was, I mean, everything was either on cassette or they were starting to migrate to CDs. I remember CDs kind of took off around 90, 91.
yeah.
And even though you couldn't listen to them in a moving anything, you had to just be still. Otherwise, it was going to skip. Um,
In your Discman.
yeah, your Discman. Yeah, but don't you can't go jogging with the Discman. You know, I find it actually kind of funny. I mean, with the exception of vinyl, because vinyl just has a deeper, richer sound because it is something tangible. It's not a digital thing. But aside from going to vinyl just strictly for the sound purposes, everything else is pretty much convenience. Like, I would buy an album on vinyl just because of the sound of it. It would sound better. To me, at least, it sounds warmer. But everything, like, I wouldn't go back to CDs strictly because you can't be in motion with that. You know, MP3s, or I won't say MP3s, but digital files just seem to be easier.
Right.
The new band that I've been listening to quite a bit, Hermanos Gutierrez. I want to pick up a couple of their vinyl albums. They're a band that we got into right before we went to Austin. But it's pretty much instrumental music, and they're really, really good. But I would like to get some of their vinyl music. Stacy has some vinyls of her favorite band, Stick Figure, because she is the least likely person you could think of that listens to reggae.
Really?
And she listens to reggae all the time. So, I mean, I don't know if that means, I mean, obviously she doesn't smoke pot. She isn't a pothead, but I imagine on some level she'd like to be.
Yeah.
So if you haven't listened to those bands, give those bands a listen. They are very good. I've got some other suggestions because I'm kind of a music snob.
Still
You all
here.
right, Tim?
Yeah,
You're a blues
still
guy,
here.
aren't you, Brandon?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Still
Did you ever
couple
see
weeks ago.
that young lady that's from our town, the Allie Venable? Did you ever see her play? Did she
Not
ever head
yet.
that way? Okay.
She's been in Indiana, but I don't think she's been in Indianapolis yet.
Okay. If you get a chance, she
She's
is
on my
fantastic.
list. I do like some of her music. She's done at least one song I know of with Buddy Guy.
Yeah. Yeah. She was on the farewell tour with him a couple of stops.
Yeah. I was hoping she was going to be when I saw Buddy Guy back in August. I was hoping she was going to be there, but she was up in Madison, Wisconsin, I think, at the time for a show.
There really is nothing like live music. Just you can't match the energy.
Well, a couple weekends ago, we went, me and the wife, a friend of ours, his band called Sugar Dust played at a brewery that we go frequent quite a bit. So I guess it's him and a couple friends from college. They've been playing for about 20 years. They just play for fun.
So a
And
while
whatever little bit of cash they can get from whatever venue they're at.
Was that Sun King you went to go see him at?
No, it's the brewery is called Fountain Square Brewery.
Okay.
It's where we go to quite a bit. And they were several months ago. He was talking to the owner and about playing there, and had a concert there a couple weeks ago. So had a nice little turnout.
Hey, when we were doing the pop culture thing, when we all went to Comic-Con, I did video game hunting videos on my channel. but I didn't get to show this. So this is kind of pop culture to me. Some of you guys are gonna laugh and everything, but I found a vinyl record and it was complete and it had some other things involved in it too. But I used to love the California Race.
Bro.
I had the video and the cassette tape and all that kind of stuff. And I used to love the California. And when I saw this, man, I got this for like $5 or some shit like that. Pardon my French. But yeah, I was like, I didn't even get to show it in video and whatnot. And it's an original pressing too. I think it's supposed to come with a poster or something like that, but it's supposed to be complete. But no, I thought that was kind of cool being on that pop culture vibe right there. I was a huge California. I even got
Out,
this. Huh?
out of curiosity, since we're kind of just spitballing tonight, if you are collecting vinyl, Brandon, you're collecting vinyl, I'm sure, right?
Hmm.
What is your favorite vinyl?
My favorite vinyl, honestly, it's not even music related. It's a reproduction of the 1930s radio broadcast of War of the Worlds.
Oh,
I've got
that,
it on vinyl.
oh, I applaud
Because of
you,
that,
sir.
because of that airing of that story and playing it on broadcast, they had to change like rules on broadcast. That's how like the warnings and stuff came out for
Mhm.
like shows
To
and
show that it
stuff
was entertainment, not real.
because a lot of people thought it was real and there was mass panic across the US because of how real it sounded on the broadcast.
What about you,
I got
Ninja?
I can't answer that. I got a lot of good vinyls, and there's more vinyls I want to collect. If you're asking me like what's in my collection right now, what's one of my favorites,
Mhm.
I probably have to go with. There's a couple of them. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, "Damn the Torpedoes," original pressing I got. The Wallflowers, which is another one that I picked up. I thought that was just amazing. It's my favorite album of theirs. If you guys ever heard of them.
Oh yeah, but Jacob Dylan, Bob Dylan's son.
Exactly, One Headlight and all that. I also picked up a Creed album, their first album on vinyl, which was their first album. They had My Own Prison, and I picked up the I can't say the word. What's the word when they pass away? Posthumous.
Posthumous.
Posthumous. I picked up Chris Cornell, and that was a pretty good album too. It was pretty good vinyl as well. Um, it's just really just kind of cool just grabbing something like that, because one of our friends said, it's just there's just something about the vinyl when you're playing it, it's there. It's kind of like what you were saying, it's tangible, it's physical, it's right there, but there is a different sound to it. It was a different time.
Oh yeah.
I don't mind flipping the vinyl over just to listen to the next track and everything like that. I just think it's just interesting how we're able to get music on basically a piece of plastic, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was so cool. So I'm going to
yeah,
continue.
I bought a couple of my vinyls down there at what CDs and More. Is that what it was called?
Sure did.
Yeah,
They
I got a
still
couple.
around?
Oh yeah, they're still around. I was just there the other day. I was doing some shopping and picked up a couple of video games from there and everything. So yeah, they're still there, still kicking, still got a crap ton of vinyls. That place that place got some hidden gems over there, so
Oh,
if you
I'd love
guys
to go back. Next time I'm down there, I have to go back and check it out.
yep, every Friday and
Especially,
Saturday they're open.
especially going to hunt for some blues albums now.
Well,
Oh yes.
I found another sweet spot in Kilgore. So
Yeah. There's one just up the street from my house.
yeah, so we'll check that
What, a
out and
vinyl shop?
everything. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Final shop.
Oh, he's got a lot of good stuff too. He even had the good like the original pressing of Bad Motorfinger for a Soundgarden. I wanted to pick that up. Decently priced too. You know, pop culture is just it's always going to be around, man, and vinyl records is part of that.
And it is I, Sir Bigness, along with Beer Ninja and Matilda. And once again, if you drink, may you drink with me.
Drink with me.
Oh yeah.
Beers of War Gaming Podcast.